provided two important tools to analyze the website visits and the type of traffic. One is Google Webmaster and second is Google Analytics. Today we will discuss about Google Analytics. Google Analytics is used to track the number of visits and the type of traffic flowing to your website through search engine, Google pay-per-click, social media and other referral websites. Through Google Analytics, one can track the site traffic for main domain, subdomains, mobile websites, etc. Through Google Admin Access, one can create a site account and site property to define a custom Google Analytics code to insert in your website. This Google generate GA code needs to place before the end of /head to capture the data promptly. This Google Analytics code means you can say as GA code needs to be inserted on all pages which are required to track for your website. After adding the code on all required pages, Google Analytics will start receiving the data that will be stored on the Google server and one can fetch data in various forms of reports. Here we will discuss about some of the important reports. Audience report. Audience report gives us the information about all sessions, also known as visits, number of unique users visiting the site, number of page views, pages or session, average time duration spent on the site per session, bounce rate and percentage of new visit. This report will give us information about all traffic. Here you can say that the sessions, the number of sessions that the site has got. The number of unique users, the number of page views, the number of page views. Here also you can see the number of page views, the pages per session, average session duration, etc. You can see through here. Now second report. Location under geo in audience section is second important option, like this. Location under geo. Here you can see that the number of visits coming from different sources, like coming from different countries. See, here you can see that the site has got hits from different countries. Even you can also set the cities so that you can see that the number of visits coming from different cities to that particular site. So location under geo shows you the number of visits coming from different countries and cities. This way you can estimate the number of visits coming from different geographical locations to your website. Third one is the important one and it is the mobile section. Now here we are showing, we will see the mobile section. In mobile section, you can determine the source of hits to your website through various devices like desktop, tablet and mobile, etc. Even you can trace of getting the visits from different types of mobile hardware devices through the devices. Here you can see that the website is getting hits from Apple iPad, Apple iPhone, LG Nexus, etc. mobile devices. Now, all traffic report. All traffic report. Here you can set the date option also. In all traffic report will show you the visits coming through various all types of sources like organic search visits, PPC, social media and other referral websites. So in all traffic report you will come to know that your site is getting hits from what type of hits the site is getting from different websites that you are getting over here in all traffic report. Now in organic search results under the keyword section, in organic search results, organic section under the keyword sections of acquisition, you will see the organic search traffic. Organic search traffic. Now, in organic search result under the keyword section, you can get the site visits through various search engines like Google, Yahoo, Bing, etc. Here you can see that your site is getting hits through various keywords. Like here in this case, you can see that the site is getting hits through best webmasters in India. The site has got 2 visits through these keywords. So the similar way here you can see the various keywords, and you can come to know that your site is getting hits through various keywords like this. These are the optimized keywords which are ranked or listed in search engine so that on searching visitors can get display your site in search results. Now the paid section under the keywords. In paid search results under keyword section, this is the paid search traffic. In paid search traffic, you will get the number of visits if your website is participated in Google AdWords promotion. Here also you can find the hits with various defined keywords in your campaign. Like here the site has got hits through various keywords like e-commerce, website design, web development company, pay-per-click, open source shopping cart, pay-per-click advertising, web developer, etc. The site has got hits, 24 hits during this month through the keyword like web developer. So you can also come to know that which keywords are giving you more hits if you have defined your campaign with certain popular keywords. All pages report under site content of behavior section. This is the behavior section, and under the site content section you can get the all pages report. This is the page report, and you can set here the date range also for which you need to have the page report. Like in all page report under the site section of the behavior section, you will get the number of page views your different site pages have got. Like here you can see that the root page, like your home page, have got the page views, the number of page views 1065. So your site has got 1065 page views on your home page. Your contact us page has got 360 page views. Your portfolio page has got 256 page views. So you can see the popularity of page which the people or visitor would like to visit frequently. Here you also can see the unique page views, average time spent on page, entrances, and the bounce rate of particular pages. You can see from here. So in this analytics you can filter the data in various ways based on date, primary and secondary dimension. Here you can see that the date range. You can filter the data in various date range like in days, in month, in year. You can see the report, as well as here also like primary dimension. The page is primary dimension is set. You can set the secondary dimension with a different parameter, so that you can see more precise analytics or more precise data statistics through this way. Here you can see the number of pages. Like here there are 131 results are there. To see the more result, you just click on the number of results, and you can see the more results here.
One of the first steps in internet marketing is understanding what's actually going on your website. And in most cases, almost every company I've ever come across does not get statistics on their visitors, where they're coming from, how they're finding them, where they're going within the site, etc. And yet, in many cases, they track every single other offline stat, such as who called them, how they were found, etc. So it's very important that you apply the same sort of logic to an online world. Otherwise, you really don't know where your best traffic's coming from, or where the best buyers are coming from, or what keywords they're using that are actually selling more effectively than other words. Now Google, after we set up our Google account, as you know, allows us to hit a range of different services they offer for free, and one of them is Analytics. So if we do a search for Analytics there, you'll see Google Analytics come up. Now I'm just going to go straight into the features here. The features of Google, there's a lot of them, but one of the best things they have is these little tiny graphs that allow you to see kind of direct traffic, search engine traffic and referring sites, and then you can drill down into that. You can also get all sorts of graphs and whereabouts in the world people are coming from, etc. So lots and lots of information which we'll go to in a different lesson. So the first thing we need to do really is just sign up for Google. Now we already have a Google account, so all we need to do is use our Google account that we created. Click sign in, and hey presto, instant Google Analytics. So we already created an account, so there's nothing to do. Now there it is, sign up. The first step signs you in. Don't worry about that. Okay, website's URL, so let's go www.myemptydomain name. No, let's use a real one. Let's try it again. www.getfoundingoogle.com. We can change that there. Now, one thing you must do here, because you can never go back and fix it, is actually set where you're at. Otherwise, your statistic timing will be out by a mile. So, once this comes up, you can never go backwards. Continue, and we can put your name here. So, in this case, don't have to fill that in, and I'm just going to put Australia. Say yes, and you can actually change the data sharing, so say share with other Google products. Now this is a good thing because it clicks into your AdWords and also will add their statistics, the number of people coming from AdWords as opposed to the number of people coming directly from Google. Otherwise it'll mix them together, and I'm going to remove that one for this account. It's up to you. Okay, so that's loading now. Now what it does is it brings us to some tracking code. Now this code here, if I just click there and then right click and choose copy, left click on that, that copies that information. You can take this information, this is what it uses for tracking your website, so this goes on every page of your website, and you can send it to your webmaster, or you can just paste it into the website. Now it's got to go before the last body tag. So those people who understand what I'm talking about, you know where it goes, down the bottom of the HTML document. If you've got a footer file, put it in the footer file. Otherwise, you need to send this information to your webmaster and ask them if they can install it in your template, please. Now, some content management systems have a place where you can just put your UA number. So this is it here, UA 6890110-1. You can just paste that in, and it will use that information, and it already has the rest of the code put into the system. So that's really handy. So once we do that, we just click continue, and it takes us through to the main page of this, the tracking. Now at the moment you can see here there's no tracking, no nothing, because there's nothing available yet because it's not built in. But normally if I click view report, it would take me into a report about the website. So here's our dashboard. It shows us how many visits. You can see the page views, pages per visit, bounce rate, average time, new visits. Shows us a map and shows us where people come from. The darker the area, the more people come from there. And then it will also show us where people are coming from, so traffic sources. And we can drill down. There's lots of other areas within here that we can get information on. So that's Google Analytics, and once you've got the code installed, you'll start to get information through, and you'll get a graph like this showing. You'll see these little dots here. People always ask me what they mean. Well, there's 7 days to every week, and there's 5 dots along the top here. So this is generally the weekend. Most businesses find traffic drops off on a weekend. So make sure you get Google Analytics installed on your site. It's completely free. It does provide good quality stats. They're not perfect, but they're a heck of a lot better than most of the systems that you'll get given to you by your webmasters. And plus, they just visually are much easier to read.